Maumee hitting the road to take on Bowling Green. Bobcats got out to the early lead, but back come the Panthers. Evelyn Schneider knocking down the 15-footer, 9-point BG lead. Second quarter, Maddie Cowan, the only freshman on the roster, quick trigger on the triple. Bang! Bowling Green comfortably out in front. Maumee making a game of it in the second half, pushing the ball in transition. Skylar Warnke behind the stripe. That three ball is good. Then the Panthers breaking the press again. Taylor Westrick into the lane between defenders, but just too much offensive firepower from Bowling Green. Mackenzie Lewis knifing through the lane. Bobcats take it 55-34, and for Bowling Green, it was all about starting fast.
We talked in the locker room before the game about, hitting first. So many times in the last couple of years, we kind of wait to get hit, wait for another team to come strike first, and then we're trying to play catch up the entire time. So we talked at length this season and in the locker room about making sure we throw the first punch and come out and, kind of make our statement for our first home game. I mean, this is game 2, and we've already made improvements since game 1. So I think it's a long season, so I think we've got lots of room for improvement.
A pair that needs no improvement, Greg Franke and Maddie Klein.
Well, Bowling Green decided to put this game away early. They really utilized the full court press on Maumee to great advantage and took a 30-5 lead. But nevertheless, there was a lot of interesting play later in the game, and a couple of freshmen really stood out in this game. Maddie Cowan of Bowling Green and Lucy Porter of Maumee.
And you have to have the young talent early on in the season. A lot of times that can be hard for players to adapt to the speed of the game, but these two girls did a great job coming out, playing with some strength, and really leaving it out there tonight.
I think you could credit both teams in the fact that, first of all, Maumee, especially given the fact that they didn't win a game last year and maybe some of the past results they've had, you get that far behind, it would be easy to just sort of throw in the towel, but they didn't do it. And they were on the verge of making it a game into the fourth quarter, but also for Bowling Green, maybe they let down a little bit when they got that big lead. But when they had to, they stepped back up and made sure that they were not going to let this win get away.
And the good thing about this BG team, it wasn't just one player that we were saying all night. Multiple girls stepping up, filling in different roles, and everybody contributing on the points.
No question. And Bowling Green had 3 players that were right up there as far as that could have had the scoring leadership. Lola Thompson made some big plays. McKenna Fry made some big plays when they needed. I think both these teams are going to be much improved. How much that'll translate into the wins column is yet to be seen, but they're going to be much more competitive.
Yeah, and these two teams will see each other later in the season, so we'll be able to see where they've progressed and what they've been able to work on in practice and in the gym and be able to leave it out on the game floor.
Yep, and for tonight, Bowling Green, neither team left anything out here. It was a very hard contested game. Bowling Green won it 55-34.